Hey, what's up? It's the ODB on InYourHeadOnline.com. Just remember, I'm not just another pretty face. Oh, bam! Kiss my wet ass.
Okay, we're back, and we are joined by SoCal Val. Welcome to In Your Head.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
Yeah. First of all, I wanted to ask, was that the first name you used in wrestling, SoCal Val?
It is. For my first show on, and I moved to Florida, I actually kind of tried to maybe get rid of it because it wasn't making sense that I had, was living in Florida and working in Florida and having this SoCal Val name, but promoters liked it, and it I got stuck with it, I guess.
Yeah. It's hard to come up with a name that rhymes with Florida.
Right. Well, catchy.
Yeah, definitely. On ObsessedWithWrestling.com, we were supposed to bring that up because Brad Dykins told me he wanted me to ask you if you go out with him. It says that you were self-trained. Is that true?
Yeah. As a manager, any wrestling I've done some basic training with different federations here and there. But as far as managing goes, yeah, I just learned from watching tapes and getting advice from different people in the business. So yeah, self-trained.
Mm-hmm. So you're not even in a training to wrestle? So do you do a lot of wrestling?
I don't really. Every once in a long while, a federation, an indie federation will have me do like a mixed tag here and there. I did a one-on-one match with Francine for a Women's Extreme Wrestling pay-per-view, and I do submission wrestling for Ring Divas and Sleeper Girls. But wrestling doesn't come up too often with me. I stick to managing as much as I can.
Mm-hmm. Do you think fans like to see a long women's match, or do you think they're happy with just seeing a cat fight kind of thing?
I don't know. I think there's room for both, but I don't know. I think the reason that cat fights are so popular is because it's such a sudden thing that that when women are wrestling, they're going to come out and wrestle each other. But a cat fight is so sudden, and so there's hair going and limbs flailing about, and you can get people to stand on their chairs for a cat fight, that's for sure. So I don't know. I prefer both. I like them both. I think there's room for both in wrestling.
Yeah. You mentioned Francine and the WEW, Women's Extreme Wrestling. What was it like working with her?
Oh, tremendous. She is such a sweet person in and out of the ring, but she has taught me so much. I mean, as far as wrestling goes, as far as managing goes, and mic work and all that. And not only has she taught me, but she was just so willing to teach me, too. A lot of girls would just kind of go out there with you, and they won't really tell you what you did wrong or how you can improve, but she really has taken the time with me to sit down and go over everything. So I appreciate her for that. And like I said, she's a sweet person outside of wrestling, too. So I miss her a lot. I know she's, with ECW now and doing well, so I wish her the best, and I hope to see her soon regardless.
Yeah. How about Women's Extreme Wrestling? Did you enjoy the promotion?
Yeah, it's a really cool promotion. I think that a lot of people don't really understand it because they hear that there's a lot of nudity involved and this and that. But honestly, if you go to a show, our part in it, the women in wrestling that have joined it, our part is just like an indie show. I mean, if you went there, you would see what you would see in an indie show, except for there's maybe one or two guys in the show as opposed to all guys. It's all girls, so it's an all-female roster, and it's a lot of fun. It's so great for girls in wrestling. I tell everyone to try to get with it if they can because I've learned so much and done so much mic work with them and have gotten so much practice in that I am just so happy to be with them. And they've given me a lot of, really great promos to do and, really cool backstage vignettes and things. So I'm happy to be a part of them. And like I said, it's a shame that there's a misconception about it that if they order them or if they go to a live show, they'll see what it's all about. Yeah,
you mentioned about promos. So you think that's a good place maybe to learn to do promos and vignettes? Because you don't get a lot of mic time right now in TNA.
No, I don't. As far as indies go, though, I do a lot of mic work. I mean, this past show I did with Full Impact Pro here in Florida, I came out 3 times on the show, doing mic work. So it's a big thing as far as, what I do. And I don't think a lot of people know that because, they do watch TNA and they just see me doing the ring girl and this and that. But promos are a big deal to me. That's what I've always loved about it. And, because you have to do with storylines, which is one of my favorite things about wrestling. So you need a promo to further a storyline or whatever. So I'm happy to get the practicing at WW or wherever it may be because talking on the mic is a lot of fun.
Yeah. We'll mention that they got the pay-per-view coming up August 18th.
Mm-hmm. We'll be in Philly this time, so I'm excited. The Philadelphia fans are always really, really nice.
Yeah. Do you have a match on the show?
I do not. Not that I know of. We're still negotiating all that. And with Francine's departure, we've got a lot to to work on there. I mean, she was our general manager, and then I was general manager for a while, but now that she's gone, who knows? I mean, I don't know if I'll be put back in that corporate role or what's going to happen, because I was really feuding with her, so I'm not really sure what's going to go on now. It'll be interesting to see, but I have to take it as a positive thing in the sense that maybe I'll be put into a new storyline and get to work with some other people. But as I said earlier, I'll miss Francine because we had a lot of cool, we had a pretty good feud going.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any talks about going to the ECW or WWE in general?
I don't know. I mean, I've had a lot of good experiences with them, but TNA is where I want to be, and I think that's the place to be as far as, wrestling goes, and I'm just so happy. And not only that, but I mean, the personal relationships you get in with as well. These are all my friends there, and I'd be sad to leave them, but even just the product alone, and that's where I would like to be, and that's what I enjoy watching. Even if I wasn't involved, that's what I would want to be watching. So I think I'm good where I am right now.
Yeah, you got the TNA Knockouts DVD. It comes out August 29th.
Yes, I am so excited. I've been telling everybody about it and keep pushing that date, August 29th, because when that day comes, I will be a happy girl. And there's so many cool things in the DVD. You get to know all of us personally. All the girls and I have been texting and calling back and forth this past week talking about the DVD and how we're all so proud of it. And, I think all the girls did well. And it'll be really great because, as I say on the DVD, they're really patient to see the girls with TNAs, and now it's finally going to happen. And I'm just thrilled and pretty much shocked to be a part of it because my role isn't as big as the other girls, but to be included on that is a really big deal for me. So I was really grateful to get that opportunity as well.
Yeah. Do you think if it does well, maybe it'll result in a bigger role for you on TNA?
Oh, I hope so. I mean, I say on the DVD about how I'd like to manage, and that's where my strong points are, so you never know. But I'm happy to be doing what I'm doing. Like I said, the fact that I'm on the DVD at all, I don't care if it was just a snippet on the DVD, I was just so thrilled. So I don't know. I think the finished product is going to look great, though. I'm really excited about it.
You talked about managing. Is that your favorite role? Like, you'd like to manage instead of wrestle or
Oh, definitely. I mean, managing is to me creatively like the most challenging. Wrestling obviously is a physical challenge, but I enjoy managing because it has all the aspects that I enjoyed about watching wrestling in the first place, which was the storylines and all the drama that goes into that and the acting and everything like that. But I enjoy wrestling, I really, really do, and the more I do of it, the more I want to learn and get in there and learn more moves and things like that. And I've done a lot of different things. I've done the ring announcing, co-hosting, backstage interviewing, guest refereeing. I've pretty much done all the little things you can do, but I keep going back to managing because I think that just as a character, that's my main focus.
Mm-hmm. What kind of what managers did you like before you got into wrestling? Like
the biggest person I watched them was a Devin, kind of wanted to make me, it made me want to get into wrestling, was Stephanie McMahon. Her character is obviously a lot like mine with the, the rich girl, spoiled brat kind of character that I do on the indies. I also ended up liking Missy Hyatt as I watched more and more of her tapes, her old school tapes, with the Gucci handbag, just the girly stuff I liked about her. I watched Sunny a lot. Those three were probably the biggest. I watched a lot of Francine and Dawn Marie and liked them a lot too. But also, Jim Cornette, I'm a big fan of his too, as well as Bobby Heenan, and I've actually gotten to work with them several times. So that's a big honor for me, is to watch these people on TV and getting to work with them, and it's just amazing.
Yeah. You happy to see Cornette in TNA?
Yeah, I was, and when he came to TNA, I'd worked with him I think maybe 2 or 3 times, but I still, being a big fan is, I didn't think he'd remember me, but he was one of the first people I saw that day, and he came up to me and said, "Hey Val, good to see you again," and it was just kind of cool because I kind of marked out and thought it was cool that he remembered me. So I think every promo he does, I just kind of stand there and awe. I'm luckily being the ring girl, I get to stand close to the action and watch it up close, and he's just amazing as far as promos go. And I just want to learn off of him as much as I can and kind of soak it all up as he's doing his thing in the ring. So I'm so happy he's there.
Yeah, we had Bobby Heenan on a few weeks ago. He's still as funny as ever.
Yeah.
Do you get a question from the? Do you have a question from the board, Incher?
Glaugo, he wants to know what you think of Christy Hemme.
I love Christy Hemme. She actually just joined MySpace. I read her a comment today saying that, I tried to enter this minute date with Christy Hemme sweepstakes on TNAWrestling.com, and it turns out I'm not eligible. I don't know what that's about, but yeah, she's fantastic. And from pretty much day one, we got along. It started, the good thing about her is I'm really hyper. If you ever to meet me, I'm really hyper, and I have that kind of young, energy, and I'm always bouncing around, and she's a lot like that too. So I think that's a big reason why we get along. We're both very hyper. So we have that kind of silly humor all around all day, and we just kind of, I don't know, we kind of clicked. We are very similar in a lot of ways. So I was really happy that she came there. Not only that, but I was a big fan of hers in WWE too. I mean, I told her I'd watched all her DVDs and everything like that. So I'm a big fan of hers, and now I'm proud that she's a friend of mine. So I'm very happy she's here.
Yeah. What do you think about the Diva Search? Would that be something you would have done if you weren't already in wrestling?
No, and you know what's funny is people have always asked me, before this one anyway, they were always asking, why didn't you enter the first two? And the funny thing was I wasn't old enough. I'm only 20 now, and I believe the first one you were 21, and you had to be 21, and then the second one I think it was 21 again, or I don't know, something like that. But I wasn't old enough for the first two. I know that much because I did look into it. But, I mean, I don't know. I don't think that's how I would want to get into the business. I mean, I think it's good for girls that don't have any other way, but you know, I want to be seen as somebody who has been in wrestling. I mean, I've already been in wrestling over 4 years, and I'm only 20, and I want to be seen as someone who, you know, worked hard and did, you know, all the indie shows and worked, you know, the smaller shows just to get practice and things like that. So, I don't know, I think as a respect thing, I'm happy that I have entered the business in a different way than just winning a contest.
Yeah, I think people see you that you paid your dues.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I still have more to pay, obviously, and as far as wrestling goes, I still have a lot of dues to pay, but I like the contest. I like the girls. The girls are all very pretty. I know one of the girls, she's from Orlando, is a very sweet girl, Amy, the blonde Amy, I forget her last name, but so I wish her the best of luck, and I wish all of them the best of luck, and I hope it'll lead to really great opportunities because it is a great business to be in. So best of luck to all of them, I guess. It's definitely interesting to watch.
Mm-hmm. I get another question from the board, Incher?
Slarty Barfest, he basically has a comment here. He just wants to know who he has to send an angry letter to get you more camera time.
I don't know, but I tell him I appreciate the offer to be sending angry letters. But I don't know. I mean, I'm just trying to be patient and really get, you know, they know what I do, and I think I just have to be patient. And I have high hopes for hopefully doing more in TNA. So I have my fingers crossed.
Mm-hmm. We're having problems here with the phone lines. Everybody's trying to call in. Yeah, I don't know. Someone's trying to call in, and then it started ringing. So sorry if anybody. Some people are trying to call in and talk to SoCal Val, but we're having problems with the phone.
You guys are just too popular. That's the problem.
Yeah. Well, I think it's you.
It's all your dates calling.
Well, if you're probably people trying to call in to get dates.
Maybe.
Speaking of that, what would be like the worst line you ever heard? Worst pickup line?
The worst pickup line? I don't know. To be honest, I think pickup lines are funny, and I don't really hear a lot of them. I hear, you know, the generic, you know, hey, where are you from, or, you know, what's your name, or just, I don't know. I think pickup lines are funny. I'd actually like to get more because I think they're funny. If someone were to come up to me and use a really cheesy one, I'd probably laugh, but I get the more serious, you know, why, you know what I get a lot is by yourself, because I usually do everything by myself. Like, I'm really independent, and I just go everywhere alone, and people don't understand that, and I always say to them, you know, even if I had a boyfriend, I wouldn't, you know, wouldn't want to be joined at the hip, so that kind of bothers me. I get kind of annoyed because a girl should be able to walk around somewhere by herself without guys sitting on her because she's alone, you know, that kind of bothers me. But, I don't know, pickup lines, I don't know, stuff goes over my head a lot, too, if I'm being hit on, so I don't know.
Yeah. How about, I'm Jack, and I host InYourHeadOnline.com. Would that work?
Maybe. You gotta try it.
No,
when I'm really, really vulnerable.
Maybe 1 inch for that better chance.
No.
Can't blame the guy for trying.
Right.
You ever get tired of Don West asking you to go get stuff?
Asking me to what?
Don West, he's always chiming in, and he's always like, go get me this, SoCal Val. Do you ever get tired of it?
No. How can you get tired of Don West? Don West is fantastic. And you know what's funny is that you mentioned Don West, and I'm going to mention Mike today because guess what I was watching today? Ready to Rumble with Mike today, and I totally marked out because I had seen the movie, but I hadn't. Honestly, I'm going to be honest. I love the movie. I think it's fantastic. I could watch it all day long. And the fact that Mike today is in it, it just made me laugh so hard today. So I'm going to have to tell him next time I see him that bravo on his movie role because I was a big fan of that movie.
Yeah. You have any offers to ever be in a movie or anything?
You know, I have tried the acting thing even before wrestling, and I don't really like it. I like acting and I like modeling and things like that, but no, I don't really think I would like it. Honestly, the biggest reason that I liked wrestling over acting was because it was more family, like it was more of a family environment, and like the acting is just so cutthroat, and there's so many catty people. I mean, that could happen in wrestling, but for the most part, people are looking out for you in wrestling, and it's kind of more family oriented. So, I don't know. I don't think acting has that advantage to it.
Yeah. Is that something you like about TNA? They have a good locker room. Everybody wants wants it to succeed.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and everyone's looking out for each other and all that, and it's just the camaraderie is hilarious. And honestly, I don't think there's one person I don't get along with there, and that's saying a lot because a lot of indie federations there are a lot of bitter attitudes going around and things like that. But TNA is they've done a really good job as far as people with great attitudes because everyone gets along and everyone's sweet and friendly and happy to be there, and so yeah, it's a really good environment.
Yeah, we had Eric Young on, and he mentioned that he likes to stay in Orlando after they tape the shows because they get to ride the rides for free. Are you a big fan of the rides in Orlando?
Yeah, I try to go as often as I can. I live here though, so I'm able to go to Disney and things more often than they are. But Universal, I'm a big fan of the Mummy. I go on the Mummy a lot, and I'm always trying to get the guys. Let's do it. The one person who goes with me a lot is Rhino. All the rest of the guys are just kind of like, yeah, whatever, Val, have fun. The Rhino is my buddy in the sense that he and a bunch of the other guys they always go to the rides, so it's fun.
Yeah. You got another question from the board, Inchman?
Hambone, probably the only question I can ask is what is your favorite shade of lipstick?
I'm still laughing at the name Hambone. Give me a minute. No, my favorite shade of lipstick. Wow,
Yeah.
I like random questions, so bravo on that. I don't know. I like lip glosses that are either clear or nude colored because I usually stay up my eyes as far as makeup goes. But I like the ones that smell like birthday cake. So that's my answer.
Oh.
The ones that smell like birthday cake or vanilla frosting I'm a fan of.
Oh, that sounds yummy.
Random facts from SoCal Val for you guys.
Also, tell everybody, ringdivas.com. You got a shoot interview out there. You also have the Sleep for Girls DVD. We've got Sleeper Girls DVDs with submission wrestling, and I've got another taping with them coming up at the end of this month. It's a lot of fun. It's a lot of, like I said, it's submissions mainly, but there's cute footage of the girls and things like that. And the shoot interview is a good deal too. There's lingerie footage as a bonus on the DVD, and then we also have the DVD Angels After Dark that has me and Chantel Taylor and Rebecca Knox and some other indie personalities that are on there, and we're just modeling lingerie and talking to the camera and just being really. It's kind of like a knockout DVD, It's a lot of fluff, but there's a lot of good information to learn about the different girls in the DVD. So it's a lot of cool stuff coming off of ringdivas.com. Someone here in our chat room earlier asked what your favorite type of lingerie was.
Let's see. I kind of go for the more. I go for a lot of blues because it plays up the red hair, and I have blue-green eyes, so that plays it up too. But I don't know, I like the kind of baby doll, the more like empire-waisted kind of flowy romantic type stuff. I don't know. Any kind of lingerie is good. I'm a big fan of lingerie, and it's funny that the majority of the modeling I've done has been lingerie because I'm a fan of lingerie outside of photo shoots. I wear it and I like it, and it's something I enjoy shopping for, so that's a lot of fun.
Okay, cool. So anybody out there, if they want to buy a gift for SoCal Val lingerie, will work fine.
Well, I have a wish list. That's what's so funny is a lot of the lingerie I have has come off the wish list. If you go to my MySpace or my website, I have the wish list up, and I've worn a lot of people will send me bikinis and dresses and lingerie, and I wear them all, like in photo shoots or DVDs or. There's a lot of stuff. Honestly, the majority of the TNA photo shoots that I've done have been in stuff from the wish list. I mean, as early as the last photo shoot I did was a 4th of July photo shoot in American 5 bikinis. It was sent to my wish list from a girl named Kim. So it's really cool. I mean, they're so nice to send it to me, and the ones that have emailed me about it have enjoyed seeing it on TNA and on the different pay-per-views and things. So it's a good deal.
We sell the In Your Head thong on InYourHeadOnline.com. Any chance of getting that modeled?
The In Your Head song?
Yeah.
Sure, send it out.
All right. We'll definitely put that up on the website.
Yeah. You got to promote somehow, if it's with a song or whatever.
Right, definitely. There's also the TNA. What was that?
I said I would love to do it.
Okay, cool. The TNA pay-per-view's coming up this weekend. Let everybody know that. Yeah, you looking forward to that?
I'm so excited. Yeah, there's all kinds of cool stuff going on. There's, we've got AMW and Gail Kim versus AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels with their female partner. They've been using lately, and I'm a big fan of AJ Styles and Christopher Daniels. This one's going to be really cool for me, and, you know, if you want to see the match listings, it's TNAWrestling.com, but pay-per-views there are always so much fun, and the crowds are always so loud here in Orlando, so I think it'll be good. They're always a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm. Does everybody, like, in the back, do they watch the matches as they're going on? Are they fans of the product themselves?
They do, and it's so funny because I usually have to order the pay-per-views or see them later because I'm there watching them as a ring girl, but, like, being in person, I feel like it looks different to me, and there's so much going on, and I'm so excited that I can't even, like, people will ask me things about, oh, do you like this about this match? I'm like, I don't know. I was so, like, marking out, I don't even remember what happened. That happens a lot, so I like watching it live, but I also have to go order it and watch it again because, and honestly, that's how I have to do with teenagers anyway. There's so much action that you have to keep watching it again and again because there are things that you'll miss.
Oh, yeah.
So,
definitely worth the money.
Definitely worth your money.
I just wanted to bring up, you were part of MXPW's Lord of the Rings show recently.
Yes, with the Heartbreak Express, with the tag team tournament. Oh, my gosh. That was such a big show. There were so many people. It was so cool. I got to work with Amy Vitale. She's a manager here in Florida, and there was a lot of great talent on the show. I had a cat fight, which was really, really cool, but there's a lot of great talent. The Teenage and Naturals were there, and we had a lot of local Florida talent that's really, really great. The Black Market was on it with Heartbreak Express, and it was a really great show. MXPW is a really great federation as far as tag teams go, and that show, like I said, that was a tournament, and it just ended up really great. Like I said, I got the cat fight, which is a big thing that I like to do, so that was fun. I'm not sure when the next event is, but I think the website is MaximumProWrestling.com, am I right?
Yeah, we got the website. There's a link up on our website. Casey Thompson's a good guy. We had the Black Market on right after they won the tournament.
They did, and they had a really great speech afterwards as well. I remember hearing it. And my tag team didn't win, but whatever, you know, I'm not bitter about it.
Yeah,
we'll get our revenge.
Someone here in the chat room, Jobber, to the stars, he wanted to know if you had any good rib stories.
You know what's funny? No, I don't really. No, I mean, I've never really, nothing's ever happened to me personally. I can't recall any off the top of my head. I mean, you always hear about things happening, but I've yet to see anything really crazy happen as far as ribs go. But I'm waiting for it, so, and as I say that, watch, people are now going to start plotting things, but thanks a lot, Jobber. You're going to get me in trouble.
Great. Check out SoCalVal.net. Anything you want to tell your fans before I let you go?
No, I just appreciate the interview, and thanks for all the fans. I hope they'll enjoy the DVD when it comes out on August 29th, the TNA Knockouts DVD, and the pay-per-view is this Sunday, so hopefully everybody will be watching. I'll be sure to blow a kiss for you guys.
Okay, great. We really appreciate you coming.
Much.
Yeah, really appreciate it.
No problem. Have a good night, guys.
This is Orlando Jordan, NWE World Heavyweight Champion. And if you're listening to this, it's because you do what you want to, say what you want to, and act how you want to. And what you're doing is listening to InYourHeadOnline.com.